So I go this way. And in here. Don't need any fancy trip in here. I should be able to just go right to the end. Oh, also, hazard suit now makes me immune to damage from this. Just to make that aware. Okay. Now I think I have the tools to deal with this. Because last time I didn't. Wait, do I already have this? Oh, no, I again preemptively came here. When I do this, you'll see that I'm supposed to bring a battery from another area here, and that's what I'm setting up for. I remember now. Up. Before that goes. I got the power up from above here. Do I have these things scanned? I don't have this thing scanned. Okay, ship to pick up. And we wanted to do this first before we tried to find the battery because we actually need to create a shortcut first between two areas. Or start to work on a shortcut. Picking this up should reveal something from below. Or not. Yes, it does. There we go. We got another missile expansion. So next we need to go back to the Hall of Golems. So from here, Actually, can I go that way? Yes, I can. Or I should be able to. Might just take me a bit more time to go this way, but I'd rather take a... Not too far this way. This way. Okay. There we go. And right on through. Oh my goodness. Okay. So right on through. Now we're going to go back to this. And we have a head. And that thing is missing a head. And that Mognard destroys so much. We get a ship missile expansion. And this is why we need it this way first. We got ourselves an energy tank. That was a fun third-person fall. But we can't get beyond here. And the reason why is because we need to access the other door. But to access the other door, we have to lift a battery, and then we can't get access to our ship until we put the battery back down. And it's a whole process, but this is the way to do it efficiently, would be the correct word. Now, I would go back up and over, but I believe I also have some upgrades in some of these other rooms that I'd like to explore. Because before we leave to go to the other area, I do want to clear out as much as I can here. So this is the one that I get from the battery. So we are good to go back there. If there's nothing in here. So up we go. And through that first door. Before we go up, let's do that. Get ourselves another missile. Missile expansion has increased. Now let's go up. So this Moganar is going to take us back up. Okay, before getting too caught up, there is a expansion missing there. There is something here that I want. And that's it, really? Okay. This way. Door open. As a note, by the way, you could use the plasma beams to destroy Rundus's ice. That's the word I was looking for. Also a reminder, these are the reptilicans. Repti things that inhabited the planet. I believe they're the primal ones because they are not friendly. I do want to go this way because just like that we get another missile expansion. Drop all the way down. Okay. Yeah, we are almost done. But let's go this way. Because as a reminder, there is still something back here that I wanted. Right back here. In this room. This golem has this thing to interact with. With the X-ray, you can see how it's supposed to be triggered. And he just gets up. Oh. Well, that's why there was no power up here. That makes me very sad, actually. I thought that there was something worth it there. Turns out there wasn't. I can't remember. It happens sometimes. I love how my screw attack is no longer working. Also, did I open the last? No, I did not open the last panel. Okay. So in this area, the last thing to do is to deal with the battery cell, which is accessible through this area. So now I'm going to the thorn jungle. There is a power up there. And that is it. Aside from the battery. Okay. I'm actually very much surprised by how quickly I'm finishing the wrap-up of these planets. I thought I left a lot more power-ups than I did. Just goes to show that I am amazing. Okay. I suspect that's going to say the hive is empty. Because technically the hive is empty. Landing! So we are going to enter and travel. Because we're still doing very well for health. We have not been to the thorn jungle since the start of the game. We never came back to it, I think. No, I actually think we did come back to it when we were after the screw attack. By the way, at this stage, pressing B skips some cutscenes, so that's really useful, especially when we've seen all these things like a dozen times. So, how important is this? Oh, more phasoids. Okay. So, this is the power-up that we missed. Required the boost ball. We got the boost ball from Skytown. So no, we did not come back to the thorn jungle when we came back. I'm just gonna ignore this one. They're really laying on thick, the phasoids. We don't want the phasoids. Like super thick. Every room had phasoids. This room's gonna, yeah, this room's gonna have a phasoid in it, I bet. Oh, well, that's shocking. Also, it's quite surprising to see these areas have been abandoned by the space pirates. Like, this area has no space pirate activity at all. Well, at least there wasn't a phasoid. Okay. So, this is the room. And back when we first came to this room, I had mentioned, oh yeah, we're going to deal with this thing later. Why is it raining? That's weird. Up with the battery. And now we have a passage. Now I do want to note... Oh. That's weird. I thought you could tell your ship to put the battery back. So same as before. And now we have a shortcut between the two areas. But this is the intended way of doing this puzzle. You had to use the head to get the bridge started, grab the battery, finish the bridge, then go back to... You know what? I'm gonna... go for it this way. It is faster anyways going this way, so yeah. And then just stop here. And we're out the other end. Now, I believe I need to be here. Oh. Up here. Now we're gonna drop the battery. And another battery, yeah, battery cell. In fact, I think that's the last battery cell. Because did I go to the Valhalla? I don't think I did. No, I did not. And there is a battery there. So, in technicalities, we've got all of the optional batteries in the game.